Today we're going to talk about widgets, and we're going to talk about a different style of alerts, and I think you're going to like it. It's one of the proprietary things with SmartTrader. There's alerts that we need to be aware of, such as news events and different price action, different things like that, and it's hard to keep an idea of everything that's going on in the world. What's going on overseas? What's going on with the economic calendar? Here's how we can solve that with SmartTrader. If I come over here, there's a little button you'll see that's pointing to the left. I'm going to click on that, and that's going to pull up a whole nother panel. And this is a panel with a wealth of knowledge. Now, I'm going to click down here, and I'm going to go to Add New Panel. And in this, I can add a whole lot of really good information, have access to all that in a blink of the eye. Watch this. I'm going to click the plus button, and I'm going to choose a widget. Now, they're adding different widgets all the time to this. But let's say I want to do a market watch. Market watch is where I can add my favorite ticker symbols, right? Let's say I want to look at all the euro pairs, euro dollar, euro Aussie, euro CAD. I could put them in the market watch. So I want that, but I want to add another one. I want to also understand and see what's going on economically. What is the big economic news? Do we have non-farm payrolls coming out? Do we have a Fed official speaking? I want to know all that information to make sure that if the market's going to move, I got to be in front of it. So I want to add that. And then last one down here, I want to add a, let's do a news watch. So on top of the economic calendar, those are the scheduled things. I want to get an idea of the breaking news. If somebody mentions something, if there's something that happens overseas or some stock or whatever it might be happens in the markets, I want to be aware of what's happening in the markets at all times, and that's the news widget. So after I get these added, I've got market watch, economic calendar, and news widget, I hit save. What that does is that automatically brings up all of them at real time. I now have the breakdown of all the economic calendars, all the economic news that's going to be coming out that I need to be aware of. And these over here, what I want to show you is these little flags. If they're yellow, those are low impact economic news. So we're not going to expect a whole lot of volatility in that. If they're orange, or if they're red, orange, or if we get any red ones, then we know those are higher impact. And I can't find a red one, but if you get a red one, you know those are higher impact. We're going to expect higher volatility. Those are the ones we want to pay attention to. Now, you might also wonder, well, if it's going to be high volatility, or let's say medium impact, a little bit of volatility, well, what currencies are going to be affected? That's where this little flag comes in handy over here. Whatever flag, so for example, this is for the Australian dollar or the Australian currency. It's got a medium impact. So I know that when that comes out, if I'm trading in the Australian dollar, I need to be aware that that could have a little bit of an impact on my positions. I need to know that. But now I don't need to guess. I can actually see that right here with this widget. I can also say, well, okay, we've got news coming out in the Australian dollar. I'm going to add the Australian dollar to my watch list up here. I'm going to add the Australian dollar to my watch list up here. And when I add the Australian dollar, now at my fingertip, well, let me do that one more time. Now, all I got to do is I can click from chart to chart, and I can just click that right there, and as you can see, it changes automatically over here. Instead of having to come up here and type it in, which is a little inefficient, all I have to do is click. If I want to analyze the dollar CAD, I click, change the dollar CAD, dollar Swiss, pound dollar, dollar yen, and I can flip through charts very, very efficiently, very fast. I can be up to date on any economic information that's coming out, and any breaking news, I can get updates on that. Now, they're adding a bunch of different widgets as we speak right now. They're going to add alerts and all sorts of stuff. It's very exciting, and I've got pretty much all the information that helps me make money at my fingertips and right there available at all times. Really powerful, and one of those tools that makes SmartTrader just one of the greatest charting platforms in the world.